Hi, Mike King here. So I visit with you this afternoon. Literally, I've just gotten off the phone with some of our leaders, Volunteers of America and the affiliates in Louisiana. They have had a rough night and day, in fact, several days leading up to this, but they're feeling blessed. The good news is they are feeling blessed. There had been a major storm surge predicted with this as it made landfall at about 1 a.m. On Thursday a.m. morning in Lake Charles, Louisiana, which would cause major flooding and major damage. As it turned out, that storm surge did not materialize at those levels. And the population there is very thankful for that right now, very thankful for that. Extremely high winds, very high winds, and strong winds in excess of 100 miles per hour when it made landfall. But unlike many others that really dissipate in strength and intensity once it makes landfall, this one retained that intensity, if you will, as it went northward, literally so far north as to Shreveport. And for the first time in history, Shreveport had a hurricane warning. The first time in its history as the mile per hour wind speed there achieved as high as 85 miles per hour coming into their town. Major power outages there, but again, no storm surge. So literally right now, our folks in Louisiana are feeling quite thankful and quite blessed. Even though they may be without power, they've got wind damage, roof damage, windows, all those things that you can imagine. They had to literally go through evacuations of staff and clients. Can you imagine having to do that amidst COVID-19, going through evacuations? Think about the protocols for that. So they have had an incredible week. They've got some strong weeks ahead that's going to require much of them. Keep them in your thoughts and prayers. We will be coming back to you with things that we can do to help them once they've had a chance to sort of take stock of what's ahead of them here and let us know how we can help them as a Volunteers of America family. And as you know, no one is better at that than the Volunteers of America family as far as pulling together and help those members, clients, and staff who are in need at that time. So we will absolutely be getting back to you with that. Of course, this week has been a difficult week with the tragic events in Wisconsin that happened earlier this week. And I have to tell you that they were devastating. They were devastating to me, as I'm sure they were devastating to you. And literally from this devastation, the challenge now becomes to take that devastation that we feel and transform it into even more determination, greater sense of urgency around the work that we have done and that we have been doing around our DEI programming. So glad that we started this when we did. So glad that you have responded the way you have responded, the way this has been spread throughout our Volunteers of America family. We are taking the deep dive on this. We have wonderful leadership with our VP of DEI, Rhonda Maurer. I'm very thankful for that at this point in time. The events of this week only deepen our intensity and deepen our determination to make sure we make real change here and do our part in bringing that about. So stay tuned. We are not going to shrink to the devastation. We're going to rise with determination in response to that. And as well as our mission continues throughout Volunteers of America with our people in the trenches, literally dealing with the COVID-19 crisis that we have and making sure that we maintain a level of service. You know, one of our most challenging audiences that we serve and most vulnerable audiences would be our folks in our Mary Marshall facility in Arlington, Virginia, who are intellectually impaired and sometimes emotionally impaired as well, and literally senior citizens at the same time. And our leader of that facility these last several years has been just one of our outstanding staff people, Kay Halverson. Well, we did a Zoom retirement celebration for her this week. Frustrated a little bit by the Zoom piece, but yet at the same time thrilled that we could do it. She celebrated 39 years of service with us and literally serving those that are the absolute most vulnerable these last several years. And many of you will know her as being the Queen of Lent. That's what I termed her when I talked to her yesterday, the Queen of Lent. She's the person that wrote and researched those beautiful devotions that we would receive during Lent every year by email. We would all look forward to them and read them. She looks forward to continuing to contribute to that and contribute to Volunteers of America, even in retirement. So we're going to say, you bet, any way we can have you, Kay, we want you. But celebrate her good work, celebrate the mission that she was on, and let's be inspired by that. So God bless you, Kay. God bless all of you. Keep our folks in Louisiana and in that pathway of that storm in your thoughts and prayers this weekend. God bless you.